Hello, today we're going to learn about morphology. Morphology is a branch of linguistics that is responsible for the study of the form of words and their composition. You will wonder what words are for, or what do we need the words for? Words are a set of ideas because language is a set of related signs. We can talk about signs that transmit communications. For example, a traffic light. If it's in red, has a meaning and it tells us we have to stop. Morphemes. Morpheme is the part of the word that has a meaning. It's the root where the greatest significant load of the word is, for example, or in other words, a morpheme is the smallest unit of the language that has a meaning. That's a morpheme. Affix or bone. An affix is a word element that can be attached to a base of root to form a new word or a new form of the word, usually occurring in the form of either a prefix or a suffix. Let's look at this example, as their names would entail. Prefixes like pre, re, and trans are attached to the beginnings of words, such as predict, reactivate, and transaction. Suffixes like ims, ate, and each are attached to the ends of words such as socialism, eradicate, and childish. Okay, in rare cases, an affix may be added to the middle of a word and is therefore called an infix or as an infix. Okay, the English language evolves rapidly with the use of affixes, allowing for near infinitive expansions of commonly understood vocabulary with simple additions of prefixes, suffixes, and infixes. Affixation is the process of adding a morpheme or affix to a word to create either a different form of that word or a new word with different meaning. Affixation is the most common way of making new words in English. Okay, this part is important to be clear. For example, in English, there is an inflection in the verb. You have to put some different words, but the verb doesn't change. It's different. For example, in Spanish, we use the verb, and the verb can change, but in English, doesn't. For example, if we say cantaré, cantarán, cantaremos, the verb changes, but in English you can do that. You have to put another word to change. There isn't an inflection in English. So the two primary kinds of afflictions are prefixations, the addition of prefix or suffixion, the addition of a suffix, while clauses or affixes can be used to form complex words. We can say that a large majority of new words in English language today are either a result or blending or affixations. Okay, a prefix is a word, letter, or number placed before another. For example, as we can say here, the institute was granted the Prix Royal in 1961. The prefixes typically maintain the word class of the word, its modifying suffixes oftentimes change the form entirely, as is the case with exploration compared to explore. Now let's see some characteristic of prefix and suffix, or prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes goes before the root, like re, on, self, and, pre, be, and suffixes goes after the root, as you can see here, in, is, hood, eth. And of course we need to be aware when prefixes are before the word, and suffixes after the word. We can be confused about this. It's important you be clear here. And here we have some examples with prefixes and suffixes. Here, as you see, this is the root word, but this word we can add some prefixes as this and suffixes as meant, this government, or unemployed, or pre-cooking. All of these are words that we can use, and we can put the prefixes and suffixes. As we saw before, prefixes like this can be used before, and this suffix like this can be after. Okay, in summary, we need to understand that morphology is the study of the specific word, not in a sentence, but it's just in the word. And the word is not only composed with syllables, but it has two and other ways, like to a root, and that root can change. It depends of prefixes or suffixes. But I think that's it. Is a short summary, is a short video, but I hope you had enjoyed this video.